The Bali government shows how effective a crypto ban is, because they will not tolerate you spending your crypto in Bali. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. My name is Davinci Jeremy. I'm in the Pipe 5x5, staying alive here in Dubai. Hope you're doing well. I am doing great now that I have my Twitter back. Yes, it was crazy. If you missed the video, I did a live stream when my Twitter was down, and yeah, Twitter got it back to me really fast. I had somebody on the inside to help me as with that as well, and yeah, it was crazy the stuff that I learned, because I knew it was an inside job on Twitter. Because come on, it was like, okay, I got 2FA and password protection and all that. Whatever. I have like a huge password. And I'm like, okay, right? How's that possible? I got a change password notification, which I didn't click on my email. And it was like, I'm like, what the hell? Well, it turns out what they can do is if you call in and say you don't have your password, your email, you lost your email, they'll give you a temporary additional email onto your account, and then you can go and reset the passwords on that. And yeah, that's what they did basically. So yeah, I was told by a person who works at Twitter all of this craziness. And you know what? It's sad that a lot of people lost a lot of money. It was about $27,000 was lost because people just threw money at something, and then they're blaming me because it was my account. I'm like, but it's not my mistake. That's like blaming me. For example, it's just like the credit card. Like, let's just say your credit card gets compromised at the credit card company, right? Not you, but the credit card company, right? Gives out your credit card to some bad actor, and then they spend up a whole bunch of storm to a whole bunch of vendors, and the vendors have to pay, lose the money, because you know what, the vendors have to pay if they accept a bad credit card. And then they come to you and say, hey, dude, I know you didn't buy all this stuff, but hey, can you reimburse us for it? Like, you'll be like, wait a second, why don't you talk to the credit card company? I didn't do anything. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's the ridiculousness of this situation where people are asking me for refunds. Anyways, if you're interested in trading, right, and interested in buying some medieval empire coins, tokens, right, you could actually win some me tokens, right? Everybody has a chance to win if you sign up with my affiliate links. It's if you go to me.davincij15.com, that's me.davincij15.com, it'll take you here. You can sign up and you can actually win a lot of me tokens. So do that today. This is going to be every single day you'll have a chance to win for the next 18 days. So check that out. Okay, let's get on with the first news of the day. Nobel economist Paul Krugman slams crypto as mostly useless after saying it's hugely overpriced and helps criminals. Yes, we've heard that from way back in the day. I mean, when Bitcoin first was the first cryptocurrency, right, the main use case for Bitcoin was criminal activity, right? Just like the internet, its first use case for the internet was criminal activity. And it's the same thing with Bitcoin, of course. But then now, of course, you can't say that, right? You can't really say that. It is not the main use case for criminal activity. In fact, if you use Bitcoin for criminal activity, it is not completely anonymous to governments. Okay, so just so you know, it's anonymous to the average person or corporation, but not to governments. So keep that in mind when you are using Bitcoin as for criminal activity. Okay, you have to use some skillful work. I mean, it's still possible, but you have to lose a lot of skill in order to hide your tracks on Bitcoin. The Nobel Peace Prize winning economist took aim at Bitcoin and other tokens in Twitter thread on Friday. You know what? He was comparing it two people who nobody cares about with the CBDCs and the Weather Nation, the Weather Network service. I'm like, whatever. But what's interesting about this guy is one, he's a Nobel Prize winner of economist. But just so you know, um, there is no Nobel Prize for economists. You're like, what? How come you call it a Nobel Prize winner? Well, because if you were to like go to where they actually give out the Nobel awards, pay them to say, I'm going to give out awards too, right? Then that's how you get the Nobel Prize. But it's not a Nobel Prize. It's just another company giving out Nobel Prizes as well. And so that's how. So it's not a real Nobel Prize. It's so stupid. You're just getting it alongside of other people getting a Nobel Prize, and you're like, what? That don't make no sense. I know. I know. It just, that's the way it is. Somebody paid them off to do this. Okay, so there is no economic Nobel Prize. Okay, right now, the demand for cryptocurrencies come partly from people who honestly and rightfully or wrongly don't trust banks. Okay, yeah, we don't trust banks. I don't trust banks. Why? Because they take your money and they spend it. And when you try to get it back, it's like, no, that's not yours. And that's true. It's not yours. It's theirs. So you're loaning it to them. And partly from people engaging in illicit activities. Right? Well, at least he said partly. So it's not wholly. It's only partly. That's true. It's a very small part now. Krugman suggests that Americans who distrust banks might embrace the digital dollar issued by the U.S. government. It could help to deflate the cryptocurrency bubble and strip away the veil obscuring the dark side of crypto, as only wrongdoers would continue to use unofficial tokens, he said. Yes, only wrongdoers. Not people who want freedom from government and telling them what they buy, when to buy, and oh, by the way, if you don't buy, you're going to lose your money. Okay, whatever. Protect the rights of Floridians to buy gas and guns. Instead, it would protect the ability of wise guys to evade taxes, launder money, buy and sell illicit drugs, and engage in extortion, he said. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like that doesn't happen with the US dollar. Not at all. Not at all. In fact, that happens more. All these things that he's talking about, those negative things, happen more with the US dollar than anything else. All right. So, anyways, go buy some Bitcoin. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Krugman, he's a lost cause, right? He suggested one time that an alien attack would help the economy. So maybe we should just blow up buildings and then, build them up again, right? So, like, what? What? So, you might not want to listen to this guy. Hey, if you don't believe it, you could Google it. Aliens attack Paul Krugman. You'll see. Oh man, so go buy some Bitcoin. Head over to bybit.davincij15.com or okx.davincij15.com or femex.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Yeah, because you're gonna need some, right, especially when this guy tells you the wrong thing. Okay, Bali tells tourists don't pay with crypto. Local authorities have warned tourists who attempt to use crypto as a means of payment will be dealt with firmly. Foreign tourists who behave inappropriately, do activities that are not allowed in their visa permit, use crypto as a means of payment, and violate the provisions will be dealt with firmly, the leader of the Indonesian island province said. Indonesian law indicates that all transactions carried out in Indonesia must be settled in the local currency, the rupiah. Okay, but here's the thing. The rules were originally introduced to defend the rupee against the widespread use of U.S. dollar in the country. Yes, I've been to Bali. They accept dollars there. As well as the local currency and crypto. It's working out really well. There, man. So, yeah, as you can see, right? Because I've been there and several times, and yeah, people accept U.S. dollars and crypto there, no problem. No matter how hard the government says, you can't do it. You can't do it. Yeah, good luck with that. Okay, Bybit crypto exchange follows Binance in exiting Canada amid tightening rules. Now, it's not surprising that Bybit leaves Canada because, just like Binance did, because they're trying to run a business and comply with the rules, but also do it in such a way so that people actually have their crypto, not, not the way another company is operating, which happens to be operating in Canada. In contrast, Coinbase, the largest crypto exchange in the U.S., is expanding in Canada. Coinbase said that it's hiring more than 200 engineers in Canada to support the global product portfolio. Okay, so I just want you to know that the odds that Coinbase has your crypto is slim to none. I'm going to repeat that for you. The odds that Coinbase has your crypto is slim to none. Why is that? Well, they've made a lot of people, right? I've been talking to people, a lot of people can buy and sell crypto, but they can't withdraw their crypto from Coinbase. This makes you go, Oh boy. So that's why they're allowed into Canada. Oh, so you're saying that you won't actually let people take their crypto out, but let them own it, and then you could do. And when we send you like rules saying, "Hey, tell them that person to stop or give me the money," you'll do that. Okay, come on in. That's the game, right? Whilst Bybit and Binance are like, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to tell people they have crypto and not have it. We're not going to hold their account and prevent them from withdrawing. We're not going to help them prevent them from depositing whatever they want to. Yeah, we're not doing that. And so that's the difference between Binance and Bybit, right? At least they're looking out for the guys, people. And unfortunately, Canadians are out. So unless you have a second passport, you're going to be SOL. All right, so just a reminder, friendly reminder, guys, to make sure you switch over from Ledger to Trezor. You don't want to have Ledger have access to your keys. So switch over today. Take your 24 words, right? When you buy one of these and you receive it, you simply just do this. Take your 24 word seed phrase and recover on your Trezor, and then boom, away you go. You don't have to create a new wallet and a new 24 words. Just reuse your other ones and take your little ledger and take it to a hammer, and then problem solved. There we go. All right, so let's get on to the trades for today. Oh my goodness. Bitcoin, why couldn't you just go to moon? Not a chance. We ended up, once we broke through this resistance and became support, and we broke it again. That's it. It was dead, right, in the water. If we didn't create some W's, we did not create any W's. If we went down to the lower time frames, there was no W's happening here. Almost there, but not quite. And yeah, it was a disaster. We did have a little bit of a W here, but then it didn't. It failed. You can see we failed at the trend line. This was not a good situation here. And once we broke this support level, which was once resistance, boom, that's it. It was game over. And now Bitcoin is headed down back to this next support line, which is a 26,900. after breaking the 27,500 support level. How far can Bitcoin continue to stay in this range here and support this range, or is it going to break down to a lower levels? Well, honestly, I was looking for that question, and I think I found it when I was looking at. Hang on, let me load up this chart here. There we go. So here I noticed something very interesting, especially this, both in the CME futures on Bitcoin and Ethereum. The 61.8 for both Ethereum and Bitcoin have a gap exactly at it, at the 61.8 from top to bottom, right? The lowest bottom, you can see at the 61.8 there's a gap. So the odds are, because gaps like to be filled, and then we have the 61.8, that's where we're headed for Bitcoin and Ethereum. 61.8 is the $21,400 level. And for Ethereum, let's go to the 4-hour so we can see that. It's approximately, yeah, there it is. It's at approximately 1,500, 1,500, but 1,480 to be 81 to be exact, somewhat exact. And there you can see that's where it's at. That's where we have a big gap, and that's where you could see a possibility of Ethereum heading down here to refill this gap. And so we can be in this area around between the 1481 to the 1388 before we start taking off. I thought for sure that Ethereum was going to pump here. I really thought that both Bitcoin and Ethereum were going to pump. But as soon as they broke the resistance, the support levels here, it's 1875 was the support. Once it broke that, it was lights out for Ethereum. Quite unfortunate. We moved above this level, and I really thought that this thing had the power, but it just didn't have the juice. And so now that we're breaking down, the odds are that we can easily break through and start breaking down to the $1,500 level, unfortunately. Okay, looking at the dominance, I'm thinking the dominance, with Bitcoin dropping, I think the dominance is ready to drop. So, it's time to consider the little old lady strategy. You can see we're just creating lower highs each time with the dominance. So this is indicating that, Bitcoin is going to go lower than, other alts. And so the alts will have their season sometime soon. Since we're heading into the summer months, the kids love to buy the altcoins because they can buy a lot of them. So you can see that we're going to have a lot of alts coming into play very soon, especially with this higher lows all the way. This is a symmetrical triangle too, so that means that could also mean that this could turn into a really bad fake out, meaning that we can break down only to the support level, which is the 46.77%, and then head back up. But I will bet that it will continue going lower and retest all these different support levels that was once resistance, but now are support, and we're going to break through them and probably retest the 200 period moving average of 44% and see if that's the case, if it wants to go further. Okay, well, that's it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope you learned something today. Make sure you head over to bybit.davinci15.com or okx.davinci15.com. Links are in the description. Hit the like, the subscribe, bell button and all. And I appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.